You made a big mistake when you came 1,800 miles in 2 days to give your daughter an escape route from a return to health. She was on a path to health, you gave her an exit ramp. You were well-intended, but you gave her an exit ramp. That's what we call enabling. Had you not done that, she might have said, well, I'm screwed. I need to get myself sober and go back to sober living. But I've been doing this 45 years. That's usually what happens, unless somebody comes in and gives them an alternative. You came in and gave her an alternative. You were well-intended. You don't want to see your daughter under a bridge getting raped and killed. You came and saved her. And it put her back to where she was before she went into Hannah's house, seemingly, but not really, because she did learn a lot while she was there. And there's what we call savings. There was a lot of savings in her, what she learned. She doesn't go back and start at zero. She really learned a lot. She saved a lot. She's further down the road than where she was. You are a lot further down the road than where you were, because you understand what I'm telling you. You're wondering if I understand what you're telling me, which is, it's easy for you to say, Dr. Phil, it's not your daughter. If it was you, it would be a lot harder for you to do it than it is for you to say it, Buster. And that's exactly right. That's why you need to talk to somebody that's not emotionally invested in it.
I believe at this point and juncture in our toxic relationship that we need to separate for a very long time. I don't think us living together, I don't think my enabling her, I think she needs to just be on her own and stand on her own 2 feet.
Absolutely, 100%.
And the last thing you said to me, on the last show was, Michelle, it may not be pretty what happens on the other side, but you have to cross that line.
Yeah.
And I'm ready today to cross that line, because I feel that, and I learned something over this last couple of weeks, and thinking back to your and my conversation and listening to your advice, that I have been around some form of addiction my whole life without realizing it as a child and then into adulthood. Now, while I am not an addict of my own, I have lived with someone who has had addiction. So I feel almost like I have addict behavior. I learned through Al-Anon, I do have addict behavior.
You do?
I do, and I realize that. You have to hit your bottom in order to go up. I am at my bottom.
Well, let me answer your question. Let me stop you and answer your question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you do need to separate. That doesn't mean abandon. It's a big difference between giving space and abandoning. You don't need to abandon your daughter. There is a constructive way for you to step back and still love and support your daughter's good behaviors, but not be enmeshed in her life. You are so entrenched into this combat reactive relationship with her that you simply can't interact right now without defaulting to that behavior. And so I do want you to give yourself permission to step back, but not abandon her. In fact, you can have some relationship with her, but it needs to be monitored and filtered through a professional.